God didn't promise me it was easy. He promised he'd get me through it, and he promised he'd be there with me.
I don't know where to begin. Could be the curves on your body, but then could be your hair, maybe your skin. Yeah, baby girl, I'm tryna get with you. Come, let me see what we get into. It don't even gotta be physical, as long as that pretty face visible. Yeah.
Can't nobody love you like I do, and can't nobody hate you like me too. Always turning nothing into something I do, when it's always you. But even when I leave, I fall right back into you. Then winter comes right back around. We're always so up and down, down.
It's me blending in with my walls and my bed backdrop. But anyway, hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ree. Hi, on this channel we talk about a lot of things, mainly travel, life, and beauty. Those if you're interested in those things, my friend, you need to be hitting that subscribe. I know sometimes people play around. This is not a game, this is real life. Hit the subscribe. Thank you very much. I got this honest organic Lori's lemon tea. Oh, she's delicious. She's so scrumptious. I actually had to look in the back, and it has 15 grams of sugar, which is a lot, but it's organic cane sugar, so we could be worse. We could be drinking a Capri Sun. So this is a really good alternative. This is our drink of the reset, because usually you have to drink reset. I'm drinking something, but if you hear a slight buzzing in the back, I will do my best to correct the sound, but the air conditioning is on because it's summer. So I do apologize if you hear a slight, my cap drop, that's embarrassing. Anyway, I do apologize if you hear a slight tingling. That is actually the AC. I can't really do much about it, but hopefully it doesn't take away from our reset routine, our conversation. As you guys know, we've been doing this for the entire 2022. We've been doing this now for a few months. Yes, we are. We're on the 7th month of 2022 and we're still at it. So shout out to us. Snaps to us for being consistent, for getting our reset out. This one's going out a little late just because I myself am resetting late. So that's just the reality of life. Like, we're gonna do this when I actually able to do them. And I had a very hectic June, a very crazy June. We'll get into it, but that is primarily one of the reasons why this video might come out a little later than expected. And I do have my hat on with my little low puff because this weekend, as you can see, I was running a little errand, doing a little grocery shopping, just chilling out. So I didn't really get a chance to do anything much with my hair. So when I can't get to my hair, I wear caps. So you're gonna just have to get used to it. Okay, so I don't know why I just don't finish this one. Anyway, woo! All right. We in this. First of all, we're gonna get into our monthly recap. So I feel like from an overall mental perspective, June was very rough for me. It just is what it is, like off the bat. In terms of like what I would rate a June, it'd definitely be a 6. I feel like there were a lot of highs, but there were a lot of lows, and it comes with the territory. Like I said in one of my previous vlogs, or the vlog right before you're seeing this, I had a bad day. Taking some down, sing a sad song just to turn it around. Y'all remember that song? I probably jacked up the lyrics, but yeah. So I've just been battling a lot with a lot of things for June. So I wouldn't come out of this in this reset saying, oh, June was everything and this and that. I'm just more so in a space where I'm trying to pace myself and have grace with myself. So June wasn't the best. That's honesty hour. If we look at our goals, let me flip. I have my passion planner right in front of me, y'all know. But let me flip y'all around real quick. Alright, so when it comes to our June girls, first of all, June was gorgeous. We have this beautiful June, I don't know if y'all could see, yeah. So we have this beautiful lemon theme. I absolutely love this theme. And down here we have our goals. So I broke it up into personal, financial, and brand. So I already finished Financial Peace University. Financial Peace University is the Ramsey Plus. If you don't know, right now, this is the first course of Ramsey Plus. Sorry, my pen and my mouth. This is the first course of Ramsey Plus, and I actually completed this. So I think I have like 10 more minutes of the last episode, but I actually finally finished Financial Peace University, and I think this month or next month I'll do a full review, so look out for that. I also finished Self-Care for Black Women, and I actually finished another book hopefully this weekend, so we can get into my new book as well. In June's reset, we did a full review of Self-Care for Black Women, so if you want to dive deeper into this book, definitely check out last month's reset. We did our mid-year life audit. Come on now, I'll throw that video around somewhere, but I'll link it down below. But we did that. Finished Crazy Faith Reflections. I'm gonna put half, like I started it. I just be reflecting when I have time, so I didn't really dive deep into it. And then I had a goal to pay off my insurance loan. It ain't really like a loan. I feel like I have to explain myself, because that like insurance loan is gonna like, I look bad. So it's not like an insurance loan. So essentially I took out, when I was getting the car in November, there was a special offer on cars. So surprisingly, if you're ever interested in buying a new car off the lot, at the end of the year when I was buying my car, the banks and the dealerships had a lot of promotions going around, and one of the promotions was that you can get a quick loan to front your car insurance. So it was an interest-free loan, and at the time I was like, okay, bet, let's just do it. So I actually have the money to pay off this loan, but I'm just not gonna do it right now. Like I said, it's interest-free. I'm not really losing any money on it, and I think the payments are like maybe $100 a month. So I didn't pay that off this month just because I had some other things that I really need to knock out, that I really need to complete for the property. So I wasn't able to do that, which is fine because I X'd that out. And then I had a savings goal. I wanted to save $1,500. I actually did that. So I'm just tearing up because I'm so proud of myself. That took a lot of strength, a lot of no's, and a lot of don't like leave your house to get that done. But I did that. And then I had a last brand goal to get back into pitching. So I have been pitching to brands since 2020, since I really started my YouTube channel. So pitching, if you don't know, is a way for you to kind of get in brands' ears when typically sometimes brands would reach out to influencers they want to work with. You do have opportunities as a influencer or content creator, whatever you want to call it, to pitch yourself to brands. So my first brand deal I got, I pitched myself to that brand. So, and I didn't even have 1,000 followers, and I didn't really have an active YouTube channel yet. So I think pitching is a really good way to kind of monetize your platform, and I can do a whole video on that as well. I kind of did a course, full disclaimer. I did a pitching online course back in 2020 in the pandemic when we all had all that time. So that helped me to gain the confidence that I wanted to go into these people's email boxes and DMs. But so as I look back on it, I needed the course, but you might not necessarily have to need that course. And I'm more than happy to share the information that I know. So if that's something you want to see, let me know. But it's super like behind the scenes. But I had a goal to pitch to 100 brands, and I pitched to 60. I pitched 60. I was 60% there. So I'm really proud of myself because this was the first month that I really got back into pitching. It's very tedious, but it works. Very proud of myself for getting at least a 60. I'm hoping I could do the rest of the 40 next month. Cross my fingers. So when it comes to our goals, from a goals perspective, June was great. We were able to accomplish a lot of heavy hitters. Like I have 7 goals in front of me, and at least like 4 of them were fully completed, and 2 of them were basically halfway done. So I feel like that's really good. Mentally, June was draining though. It was so draining. So when we get to the reflection piece, I'll see if I can just share a little bit of that with you guys. But as we flip over to our beautiful movement tracker, here she is in all of her glory. I did so much walking, so much moving. I'm just so proud of myself. So Thursday, what the hell did I do on Thursday? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Thursday was, yeah. Thursday was body pump and boot camp. So just looking at this, as you guys could see, it was some days where I was working out like back to back to back. I only had really like a few rest days, so I really worked out a lot this month. My goal for working out this month was 21 days, and I'm so sure I passed that because my goal on my Apple Fitness was 20 days, and I've been past that. So I'll count up real quick how much days and get back to you. Please hold. My goal for my movement this month was 21 days of movement, and I actually made 23. So I am just super proud of myself. That is only 7 days of rest. Like 7 days that I really didn't move my body. Let's process that. That was a lot. Now, this was intense, and as I look at this, I realize I might be doing the most. So I am currently in this phase where I am working out 4 to 5 times a week. It does get a little draining, so now I'm trying to like find a perfect medium. I probably might still do 4 days a week. I think 5 is like if I'm feeling good, or maybe if one of my movements is a yoga or a stretch. I think 5 is okay. But as it stands right now, I'm only taking maybe 2 days out of the week to rest. So I mean, it's working for me. I'm trying to be that person who uses fitness as a source of mental health. I think moving my body has really helped me to not only feel better about my body, but also to clear my mind. Like when I'm running on the treadmill, I'm not worried about the highs and lows of life, if you feel me. So that's what I've been using fitness for, and clearly it shows because I'm not resting. So I feel like when I'm stressed now, before I used to run to, and if I could be honest, I used to run to maybe like alcohol or sleeping heavily or eating terribly, and it seems as though I am now working my ass off when I'm stressed. That's what I'm interpreting from this movement. So I gotta work on it. It's a healthy outlet. Let's clear that up. But I'm gonna see if I can find like a better balance between rest and working out, because right now, like of the entire month, I'm working out 3 weeks. I'm working out 75% of the time, and I'm only resting 25%. So we're gonna see if we could pipe it down to 70, 30. See if we could get more rested. Be recapped. I actually did some of the spreads for July, so we could talk about July right now. All right, friends. So this is our July. Here she is in all of her glory. So as you can see, we're doing a little waves and sunshine theme because July is actually Bahamian Independence. So I'm corny. So I'm doing sailboats and just sunshines and stuff to remind me of the Bahamian flag. And then this is our movement tracker. This is ugly. I do apologize. But I filled out our July calendar as well as our movement tracker. And then down here real quick, we could talk about the goals, but I'll just show you them real quick. So that's our spread for July. The only thing I really have to do is the weekly layout, and I plan on keeping it very consistent to what I did in June, where I did like the spreads and stuff. But that's basically our bullet journal spread for July. I think it's really fun. It's nothing really intense. It's just a bunch of waves, sunshines, and cute moments. And it reminds me of the Bahamian flag because I'm using blue and yellow and black. Come on now, Bahamian Independence, July 10th. This me. Proud to be a Bahamian. Also, 4th of July. Yes, come on, American Independence. So we love a good July moment. Maybe one day I'll do the stars and stripes in honor of my American folks because we love a good independence. 4th of July is so fun. I love 4th of July. I love the fireworks, the hot dogs, the corn. I just love 4th of July. Can't do nothing about that. But I also love Bahamian Independence and cheesy grins all around. So that is not what the point of this video is. Let's get back on track. Goals. I broke it down. You see how last time we had like heavy personal goals, like 2 financial goals, 1 brand goal? I'm trying to be more strict and just do 1 goal for each section. So goals. When it comes to money, last month we saved $1,500. This month we are trying to save $2,000. I will let you know. I will keep you updated on the progress. But that is the goal. Lock it in. 2,000. Good Lord. Brand goals. You guys are gonna like this. My brand goal is to do 1 out of comfort video. Some things y'all suggesting is be out of comfort for me. I don't know if y'all know that, but like sometimes like some of these videos I do, for example, maybe my payday routine, what I spend in a week, it always relates to money. Oh, and then sometimes like maybe favorites or hauls. Sometimes it's very out of comfort because I'm a particular soul. I'm a picky soul really, and I do things a little differently. I do what works for me above doing what is the norm. So I be scared to show y'all stuff because I don't want too much judgment, but this is a judgment-free zone. So I've challenged myself to do 1 out of comfort video, and do not come for me. But get excited because I don't know what it is yet. For my spirit, because you know we gotta feed the spirit, I want to finish Crazy Faith Reflections. So I think I showed you guys in a previous vlog, but the book Crazy Faith by Michael Todd, in the back of it has faith scriptures, and it also has reflections. So it talks a little bit about kind of like writing down how you feel about faith, what level of faith you're at, what are you asking God for on this journey right now in your life. It has a lot of good propelling questions like that. So I want to finish it. I started it last month. I want to finish it this month, and that is my 1 spirit goal. Next is love. I want to have a mommy daughter date with my mommy, because if you don't know or if you don't follow me on Instagram, my mom has been traveling a lot. Like, people think I travel. Baby, you've been mistaken. My mother catches flights. Fun fact. So she's been to Brazil, she's been to Switzerland, she's been traveling again, and I feel like me and her haven't really like hung out, just me and her, in such a long time. So my love goal or relationship goal is that I'm gonna have a mommy daughter date with my mommy. I don't think she watches my YouTube channel religiously, so hopefully none of y'all tell her if y'all know her, but I want to surprise her with that because she's been traveling a lot. I think we should maybe get massages or just go out for a nice lunch. My mommy loves to eat too, so we'll figure that out. But that's my love goal, just to take my mommy out with my mommy and my daddy. But yeah, we'll figure that out. So that is our goals for July. Isn't that exciting? Spreads done. Yeah. Apologies if the light is changing. It's just the sun is going down. But let's jump into book review. So I have been reading The Magic of Thinking Big. This is one of the books that I wanted to read earlier in 2022, but I didn't get a chance to go back to it. So here I am going back to it. I'm actually on the last 3 chapters. It's a very good book. Just an overall review. It has a lot of fundamental principles. So think about like You Are a Badass, for example, by Jensen Zero. That's a book, self-help book that's like very transformative, very new. This is the grandfather of that book in terms of positive reinforcement, believing in yourself, having faith in yourself before others do. That type of thing. How to think like a leader, how to be successful, how to think about people, how to like change your attitude, like stuff like that. When it comes to just having a good sort of fundamental principles in terms of how to live a life of success, this is the book for you. This is the book I would subscribe. It isn't written in a way where it's very complicated and it has a lot of principles. No, it's a very much a story-based book. So every chapter has stories as to how the main point of that chapter relates to has stories in terms of like how it can be related to the main point of that chapter. So legit, the book has like a section what's called like what this book will do for you, and it talks about winning success by believing you can succeed, developing the power of belief, taking 4. One of my favorite sections of this book is about excusitis, which is about excuses. Like, people just have excuses as to why things can't get done, and this book has a whole chapter that breaks down some of the, I guess, 4 basic excuses that people have, which are age excuses, which means like I'm too old, I'm too young; luck, which means that, oh, this person just got the success because they're lucky. I think gender. I don't want to mess it up, but it has like a whole chapter on excuses and how excuses are just encouraging your fears rather than propelling you into action and actually having belief that you can get past your excuses. So highly recommend this book if you are just trying to be a more positive person, if you're looking for a source of uplifting yourself and just pushing through a lot of maybe negative feelings and thoughts you might have for yourself. This is a really good book to reference, and I am putting it in your hands. I will leave a description to it down below. I purchased almost all of my books on Amazon. That's just where I like to shop, on Zone, but you can shop wherever you want, maybe to your local bookstore. It's just that Amazon just makes it a little easier for me to get the books that I want. But yeah, super good read. Now let me tell y'all why I got this book before I forget. Steve Harvey. I used to be a big Steve Harvey fan. I remember in college listening to Steve Harvey on my walks to school, just in terms of like motivational speeches and just having really uplifting words. It was Steve Harvey for me. I don't know who it was for you. It probably was like Steve Harvey then Les Brown. So when I was really into Steve Harvey, 2 of the books he recommended on his Steve Harvey show that someone read was the Bible, of course, because he was like, God really changed his life, and The Magic of Thinking Big. So when Steve Harvey recommends a book, I feel like this man used to live in his car, now he's a big success. So when he recommends a book, I tend to grab for it, similar to if Oprah recommends on her favorite things. I tend to like pinpoint it as something that I should read. So Steve Harvey was the one who put me onto this, so shout out to Steve. He's never gonna watch this video, but I'm gonna shout him out because this book tell me believe I doing that. Okay, so book review done. Just finished reflecting. I just want to share with you guys my 3 biggest lessons. I usually do this in my monthly reset. You guys seem to really like it, so I'll keep going, but remember, this is a judgment-free zone. So the first lesson is, for me, faith can be scary, and that is okay. So I feel like a lot of times faith can be portrayed as like a lot of manifestation, a lot of visualization work, and a lot of like happy times and stuff. But a lot of times we don't see necessarily maybe the behind the scenes or the fear or just the worry and anxiety that might come with believing for something that is very big. So I put that faith can be scary, and that's okay. God didn't promise me it was easy. He promised he'd get me through it, and he promised he'd be there with me. So a lot of times we want easy. I want easy. Trust. I would kill for easy. Easy me, please. But that's not always the task, and that's not always the assignment, and that's not always how you get to the things that you want. So it's okay that it's hard. I just have to believe that it can be done. And then my second lesson is I'm capable of consistency and doing the work, because sometimes I be overwhelmed, but I'm capable of being consistent. I've been consistent with my YouTube channel. I've been consistent with the gym. I've just been very consistent, and I've been trying my best to be consistent about not spending money. So I'm trying to be as consistent as possible in the areas of life that I need to, and I put that I'm capable of it. Because a lot of times I use my 3 biggest lessons, sometimes 2 as affirmations, as the things that I'm realizing about myself as I go throughout my year and my journey. Sometimes you gotta spend time with yourself. I don't trust people who don't spend time with their self, or who just be out there living life like on the edge. Like, no, spend time with yourself. Know your highs, your lows, your strengths, your weaknesses, because how else can you improve? Are you really out there just winging life? Seems hectic. Anyway, last lesson is it is okay to pause. It is okay to rest. I have been battling with this tremendously. I don't sleep sometimes, and I have really bad sleeps. Like, I be up all night tossing and turning. So I feel like sometimes I'm a little restless, and sometimes I'm a very go type of person. My mom is the same way. So I just feel like a lot of times we learn it from our environment and our parents and who are around. I grew up with a lot of women who are very go, get it done. And I know it's in me, and I know I can get a lot done, but I need to balance it before I burn out. So I'm learning that it's okay to pause, it's okay to rest. For example, today, before I went to a grocery store, all I did was read my book. I didn't do much. I just read all day, and I had such a great day, just pausing, like breathing in, breathing out, just flipping pages. It felt magical. There were no TikToks, there were no social media involved. It was just me and this book, which is why I'm just loving reading and reading physical books, because it's the one time I feel like I could just put down my phone and just dive into something new. But I put those as my 3 biggest lessons. So next up in our reset process would be content planning. If you've watched before, you know I use the Notion template that I created to do all of my content planning for the year. So here I'm just going to update for what's actually uploaded to my YouTube channel, what I'm editing, what I've filmed already, and what I'm about to film. And just make sure that I at least have 2 videos going out to you guys every week of July. We have some really fun and exciting and, like I said, out of comfort videos. So definitely make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. So I just finished my budgeting. I'm depressed. No, I'm kidding. But June didn't go as planned, and I'm very determined to make July a month where I start to implement some saving techniques. And just like, for example, I didn't even spend $100 in the grocery store last month. I ate out, and like, I noticed that if my grocery bills go up, like if I actually spend money at the grocery store and buy food, then I wouldn't need to spend as much money eating out. So I'm going to try to do some meal prepping in July. I must, so that I can cut back and actually have like a decent like eating out budget for one human. Like, it's no reason why my eating out budget is $500. I'm a savage. Like, I am hot girl summer. That's why I think I made a post on my Instagram, like, my July budget is $20. I was serious. There were no games. There was no hee no ha. $20 is really all I have. To find a way to stay inside and actually cook and buy groceries. So that is my challenge. But budget is done, and at least we did our savings. But really, I want to do more when it comes to our savings. So let's see what we could do for July. Fingers crossed, we save our 2K. Friends, so I'm going to end this reset video off here. I really hope you guys liked this one. I hope you found it enjoyable, a little more on the chill side, but as always, I am claiming the best for July. I'm hopeful, I'm spirited, and I'm wishing nothing but prosperity, money bags, and good vibes for all of us going into this month and into the rest of 2022. Cannot believe we are legit on the end of it, which is crazy. But thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Drop a comment down below. Maybe one thing you learned from July. Maybe one thing you learned from June. Maybe something you're looking forward to in July. You could just have a whole conversation down below, because why not? I respond to every comment if you do not know. I'm gonna end this off here and just hop into bed and get some rest. Look at me, already doing the things that I need to do. But thank you so much for watching. As always, I appreciate you. I value you. Yeah, you bad. I can see y'all in the next one. Bye.